Alright guys, back here again with the Atari 8-bit version of Quasimodo. I was not going to do this, but playing the Commodore 64 version, it doesn't make sense to try to evaluate that version without playing the original version. So here we are, the Atari 8-bit version, the original one by John Attic, released in 1984. And we'll get this started in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and press the start button here and walk you through how this game works. It came to pass long ago that 3 mysterious jewels with ancient powers of teleportation were found and secretly hidden by Quasimodo in his underground cave beneath a dark medieval castle, where Quasi hoped that the powerful jewels would be safe from the dark forces of evil. And so they were, until one day when they were stolen. Press start. Okay, so a weird little ghost comes along, steals his jewels. Time for revenge. And there's a teleporter that opens. And I think what the Commodore 64 version loses is the... it's hard to say, it loses the character of the game a little bit, whereas this, the fact that he says time for revenge, obviously the developer of this game didn't take it that seriously. Alright, so you knock out the soldiers, go up and get the gem, jump into the door, put the gem where it belongs, and then we're back to the soldier minigame. So I don't know if the hitboxes are a little bit wonky or not, like in the Commodore 64 version. It's honestly, the enemies aren't really that scary. They're pretty slow. So in some ways the graphics in the Commodore 64 version were better, but in some ways the graphics in this version are... well, that was not good. Okay, I'm already down 2 lives. I'm not going to get very far, I guess. Okay. The graphics in this version are maybe technically worse, but pretty well done for the hardware, I guess. Alright, and then the bats hitboxes are much clearer in this. I did complain about that in the Commodore 64 version. These, in this game, if the bats touch you, you die. It's pretty simple. Whoa. Okay, the physics are a little weird in this game, though. That was a pretty wild and out of control jump there. Alright, and it's... okay. So, I think the Commodore 64 version might win the physics department, because what on earth? Or maybe I just need to get used to the physics in this game. Okay, time for revenge. Time for me to do better. Can't quite tell if this is on a timer or if it's a certain number of soldiers to defeat. One thing that's a little bit annoying and tedious is you fight the soldiers, get the gem, place it, and then you have to fight the soldiers again immediately. It's like, well, I just fought the soldiers. Can I move on to the platforming that I need to get better at that I keep dying? Oops. I work on my diagonal shots, those are pretty fun. Probably the most fun is just like messing around with the different shots. Okay, so we know we have to jump on the first spell. And we know we have to get momentum. And we have to avoid the bats. Oh. And I need to be higher in that last one. Oh, man. Oh, these controls. These controls are a bit slippery. I don't like that. Oh my goodness. Well, don't know how far I'm going to get today. I'm not doing well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, it's weird because and maybe it's my control settings, but I don't think I need to go. What the heck? I'm so confused how that even happened. Oh, I don't like that. It's far more dangerous over there. Okay, and I'm running out of time. Yeah, I've got like 8 more minutes to try to make something out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I am struggling. So the one thing that was nicer about the other game, the Commodore 64 game, was the controls didn't feel as slippery. Everything was slower, and I thought that was to its detriment. But this game, things are fast, but in some ways it's just happening too fast for me to react appropriately. Whoa. Like, why did my guy jump there? It was... Soldier's part is still pretty tedious because there's not really anything interesting. I think later gameplay loops, if you want to call them levels, the soldiers get faster and faster, so that would, I mean, I guess make it more interesting. What the heck? Yeah, the pulling backwards and changing the momentum. Oh, I do not understand these controls. Quasi just like goes flying off the edge. Okay, let's do this without flying off the edge this time. Okay. Is this like punishment for... Can I jump back over to the right? No. Punishment for missing the jump with the ladder? I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that. So, I don't know. Oh. You know, as much as I badmouth the Commodore 64 version, there was definitely some improvements in terms of the platforming sections. Tighter controls for one. I've seen a video where a guy plays through like 3 gameplay loops in a row. At that point, I'm going to assume the guy's either a grandmaster at this game or there's some technology assistance. Okay. So now what? I don't remember why I died here last time. This doesn't look that hard. I guess it's the timing of it. Oh, man. Oh, now I have to make it back down to the teleporter door. And what is that ghost doing? Oh, jeez. Okay, presumably, I just want to get down here. Oh my gosh! Oh. This is insanely difficult. I think I'd have to use save state to actually make any progress on this one. Alright. Well, I think that's gonna be it for me for now. I don't know what to say other than it's insanely difficult. It's just stuff flying at me constantly. So if you want to see somebody actually get somewhere in the game, you're gonna have to look up another video because I am terrible at this one. At least with the Commodore 64 version, I can get through all 3 kind of areas. The soldiers, the platforming, and then the weird area with the windows and crossbows. Wow. I don't know, I'm a decent player, but I'm not getting the hang of this, so I don't know. We might just leave it there. If there's more of the video after this, then it's me leveling up my game and coming back, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm really struggling with this one. So I guess final thoughts for this. Commodore 64 version, I guess, tightened up the controls and the physics. But it lost some of the character. Like the funny little comments that Quasimodo makes between each level. The ghost, the weird little teleporting doors. those all kind of disappear with the Commodore 64 version, and I guess they're kind of making a more serious game, but this game is a lot more goofy, in my opinion. It's just kind of a silly, fun little game, but oh man, the difficulty and the physics, brutal.